Hey all, I'm going to do a review for you guys today on the Caliber 50 trucks. Um, I have this currently set up on my new Rain Vandal. I use it primarily for downhill, light free riding here and there. Um, but I found that these trucks are a phenomenal downhill truck. Um, they're pretty beefy. They come standard and ready to take a beating. So that's always nice because with more speed comes more likely of crashes and wrecking your gear possibly. So it's nice to know that they can handle it when you throw it their way. But currently I popped off the blood oranges. I threw on a 94A APS Riptide Chubby Barrel board side and a 88A WFB Riptide Barrel roadside. Other than that, I have on Bone Super Reds and orange stems for the wheels. But I found that these trucks work very well for downhill. Um, they're about as close as precision cast trucks, I guess you could say, as you can get without having to pay 200 or $400 as the errors cost, for a precision truck. So it really is precision without the price. They don't look as fancy and they do weigh a little bit more, but that's not necessarily bad. It's a solid feeling underneath your feet, and since at least the Vandal's a thinner downhill deck, anyways, it's only 3 plies and it's made out of bamboo, so it's already lighter. So I don't really notice a difference, honestly. But if you're rocking a 9 ply of Canadian maple with this on it, it's definitely going to feel a little bit beefier than it would, I'm sure, with the set of eras that have those big old cutouts to save weight and whatnot. Um, but yeah, I mean, for $50, it's a really good all around truck. In comparison to Paris's and Randall's, it's it's a lot more stable. It's a lot more solid construction. I rock Paris 180s on my other setup, and I use that for more free riding. So I'm not really sure how these would be for free riding. I guess I've never tried it because I've never really cared to try. Um, but I had the opportunity to get a set of caliber 44s, and I was thinking that the lower angle, the base plate, it'll be more stable for downhill stuff. And however, I was kind of worried about that restricting my free ride abilities, as I do like to throw down some slides and stuff here and there. Um, so I ended up sticking with these, and I think it was a good choice. I've taken these up to about, I'd say, 35 maximum, and had absolutely no problem. I'm sure that's my bushing setup too, obviously contributes to that sort of thing, but uh, overall, I think it's a pretty good truck. If you're looking to get into downhill but still want to be able to free ride, it's definitely a solid choice over Paris's or Randall's, because with Paris's I flipped the hangers trying to do some downhill stuff on it, and it's just a little too tight. It's You put them on for downhill and you flip them, and that's what you're doing is downhill. If you want to ever try and do any free riding, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty getting those wheels to break loose under your feet, because the trucks are so restricted because they're flipped, and that really deep bushing seat is facing the board as opposed to the road, like it does when it comes standard. Um, but overall, Caliber 50s, it's a really good truck. It's precision without the price, as I like to say. Solid construction, solid build, really good for downhill, light free riding, whatever you want to use it for. So yeah, these are the Cali 50s. Subscribe, stick around. There'll be more reviews to come.